ACI 1948 here. I'm going to be starting work on one of these Batchoe mowers. I got a spot behind my property that these can come in handy with. It's all grown up and brushed. Maybe I'll show a video of that at the end. When and hopefully when we get one of these running. I don't want to put an if on it. Got a little Briggs, I believe, 5 to 8 horse on this. And then this here, Wisconsin, I don't have the model. It's missing the tag on it. This is actually my grandpa's. He used this quite a bit. They had some property down in Missouri and he used this to clear it out all the time. So yeah, I've actually had this one running about 9-10 years ago now. It's yeah, probably about 10 years ago. But it's been sitting. I ended up stealing the tank off for something else. It uses a drop tank and needs a new coil wire, and of course mud dauber's trying to build a nest there and there, so I hope that line's not too clogged up. Might have to replace that fuel line. But my plan is take the engine off of this and put it onto that, because that there's got a lot more torque than what that one does. But from what I've seen online, these things are basically supposed to run at almost an idle, above idle, and that's all it really needs to turn the blade. And if you're going through thick stuff, then you start pulling the throttle out. But they are self-propelled. They both have, you pull up on it and that tensions a belt here. And that drives it forward. It's got chain reduction on there, chain drive, and gear reduction. And yeah, they both have that same setup on them. I'm not sure if this is from the factory or not, but this one's got a little lock for holding it so you can put it, have it drive itself forward. There's a few differences between these two. This one's obviously an earlier model. Here's a little differences between the two. Start at the front. This one just has kind of a, I almost think Grandpa might have made that topper for it, but the blade's exposed pretty good on this one. And then the frame comes back, it gets real narrow, and then it goes into it. This one here is a little bit different. You got this big side guard on it, and the same as that. And then you got this top spinner disc. It just sits there and kind of spins to help push grass out of the way and keep the top clean. And then the blade is down here. So it's a little bit different deal. Then of course you've got an extra guard here to keep stuff from going up over onto the wheel, I guess. It's not really going to keep anything from flying back at you. And then this one comes to a wide frame. You go from narrow and it goes back wide on this one. But it looks like this one's got the holes already drilled, so I should be able to fit that Wisconsin on it. Hopefully. If not, I have a drill. But the handles are different. How these work, you get out to where you're going to mow, and then instead of there being a nice little lever up here on the handle like you would think, you actually have to come down here and push that forward, and that tensions the belt up. So yeah, you got a big spring in there to help pull it back easier. But it kind of goes over center and locks in, and that tensions this up with the engine. This one here is basically the same deal, except I like it a little bit better because the handle's just kind of bent over to the side. You don't have to get as close to the front of it. But it's possible Grandpa did that too. It could have been straight. So not sure, but my plan is take the engine, that drive belt, possibly that drive belt, because I think it's a little better shape than that one, and swap them all onto this. But first we're going to get that belt off and see about getting this running. It should run. This one I know nothing about it. Got it in an auction a few years back. Don't know. I do have the pole rope for it, there, cover. So we'll get you in a tripod and see if we got spark on that first. Alright, let's see about these points here. I'm just going to take this door off just to make things easier, because I have a feeling the points are going to need cleaned in this, because this thing has been sitting. We could try it, but I already have to clean that mud dauber's nest out, so not having too many hopes on that just working. Alright, we're just about to take this thing off. Just got the last screw undone. Let's see what we got here. That looks pretty good on the inside. Let's get down in there and look. Yeah, so you don't look too terrible. Let's see if I can zoom in on the points there. They look pretty good. So, this thing may have had spark. So, alright, does have a magneto in it, which is really cool. I got something else I ought to try on that. I got a capacitor tester. Dad was like, take that and give it a try, see how it works. So, I don't know if we'll do that on this. That may be another video. But if this thing doesn't have spark, we'll try that capacitor tester on that. Alright. Okay, now to clean this top out, I'm just going to use a little screwdriver, break up that mud dauber's nest. See about getting it cleaned out. Nothing special here. Guess I could take a little bit of emery cloth or sandpaper and stick it down in there. I think this will be okay though. Still got a little bit gunk up in there. Alright. That should be good enough, I think. Alright. I think we'll call that good and see about getting a spark plug wire on this. That looks alright. Okay. Now when it comes to putting this back on, there's actually a gasket that goes around these. This one's still intact on there. See? So we're just going to leave it alone and throw it back on there. But it just goes on the same way it comes off. Just put it up there and kill the mosquito that's trying to bite you and screw her back in. Darn thing. Oh, you ever drop a screw, big magnet off a speaker, works great. Also found a bolt and a bunch of little wires from wire wheels and a tiny little screw. So, yeah, little tip there. So I don't know what you guys really want to see. I mean, I could do the video where I show me taking every screw out, but honestly I think that'd be kind of more boring. Trying to get each one out and in and trying to stay out of the way of the camera and bump it. But guys, let me know. These videos would get a lot longer if I had to show all the, like this here is being difficult. You need a longer screwdriver or a real short one. But that's the hardest one to get at. The other three were simple. So you guys gotta let me know what you want to see on that. So now we'll be putting a spark plug wire on it, see if we have spark. Alright, go ahead and take this plug off. She's tight. That didn't go smooth, did it? It's been on there for a while. There's the plug. Looks okay. Now, throw this on. I found a spark plug wire. Not necessarily the right one. It doesn't want to fit around the head of this spark plug too well. There we go. Alright, let's see. Darn, mosquitoes are really bad right here. Alright, let's see if we got any spark at all. Go ahead and get over here and crank it. Now the way a magneto works, I don't really need speed, I just need it to click good. Well, I didn't see anything there. Let's see, we don't have spark unless I'm just not doing it quick enough. That shouldn't make a difference on a mag. Hold on. Alright, let's try testing for spark now. Nope, no spark. Well, guess I should have cleaned those points when I had that cover off, huh? Okay, so never trust your points, always clean them. Alright, all I did, I took this little file here and ran it in between the points. Right there, just went in and out with that. Now, when I turn it over, you'll see a little bit of spark. As long as I got you in the right position and it wants to focus. There she goes. She don't drift on me, you should see spark. Well, I hope you saw a spark, I wasn't watching it. Alright. Alright, these mosquitoes are awful today. Alright, should be in shot. Now my pull rope's giving me issues. I did not see anything from my end. Maybe you guys saw something. I am plugged in on the coil, correct? Yeah. Let's just try that by hand. Yeah, we got spark. Okay. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Alright, we got spark. See if that, we'll put a little gas in her and see if she fires. Well, first let's check the oil and make sure there's even any in it. In these Wisconsins, they got a little square, let's see if I can find it for you, square plug right down there. Not the easiest thing to get to. Especially when she's tight. There we go. Has a little dipstick even. Yeah, I'd say that's good. Where you at? I'd say that's good. Definitely old and gassy, but she's full of oil. So that's good. Alright, let's go. Hey, she's a runner. Alright. Well, we know she runs. Now we'll dig into the carburetor and I think take that cover off as much dust is flying out of there. Try it again. Alright. Good, good. She runs. So we got spark, we got compression, now all we need is gas. Take this fuel line off. I don't think it's line. I think Grandpa was working on this thing a bit before I got it. So I don't think his line was too terribly old, but You got mud daubers building a nest in it. I wonder how far they got in it. Ooh. Well, that line just needs to be cut. Well, I'm going to find a knife now. She's just a little rusty in there. I think I'm going to take the line off back here and blow that out. Oops. Zoomed in too far. Take that line off there and see here, do I have what it takes? Just sitting right here. Yes, I do. What was that? 9/16? There she goes. Again, zoomed in too far. Yeah. And just pull that out. See, we'll take some air and blow that out real quick, and then we'll, I guess that line's not terrible. Go ahead and put that back in. I'm going to steal the gas tank off of that one. They actually have like a Tecumseh snowblower tank, or engine, or a tank off of Tecumseh on that one. So it more looks like to me than a Briggs. But I don't think that's the right one for that, but we'll take that and bolt it onto here. The one that was on here was supposed to be a metal tank, but oops, darn it, I'm zoomed in too far. The one that was supposed to be on here was a metal tank, but I stole it and I don't know what I used it on. But we'll go ahead and put that little plastic one on there. Alright, that's all blown out. Now for putting this back in, you just go through the hole right here that goes behind the engine, and it comes out right here. Hard to get a tripod, kind of like that. And you just screw it in. In reality, this was supposed to screw into the, I believe there was a sediment bowl on that. Grandpa replaced it with a normal nozzle and a fuel filter. But alright, well, mounting this tank's not going to be the best setup, but go ahead and do it this way, I guess. We'll pull the head bolt out here. We'll go over here and pull the head bolts out of this one. Hoping they're all 1/2 inch. Should be. Give me that tank. There we go. Alright, now I just gotta get that fuel line off there real quick. And put these head bolts back in so they don't go missing. Alright, so I'm just going to use this one bolt to hold the tank. That should be okay. Can't see anything serious going wrong with that. Just zipper on there real quick. And well, kind of hoping it'd be a little more level than that, to be honest. Alright, well, after looking at the bottom of this tank, these are actually going into, I don't know if you can see them, but there's like little domes down in there where these actually screw into, so you can loosen them up and slide this off if you don't need it. So that's nice. So this thing should fit flush how I want it now. Yeah. Oh, siren alarms, tornado sirens. End of the world. That makes it still not real great. I thought maybe that'd be my big issue. We'll see about this. Alright, so what I did, I took about 3 washers and put them on that side. Now it's leveled up fairly well, so that'll work it. Now I just need a little piece of fuel line to go from there to there, and now I guess we'll see if she either runs or do we want to turn that carburetor. Decisions. Okay, well, I've got the fuel line halfway rigged up. Let's see, I'm going to put some new line on it when I get some. Well, I've got some, I just need to find it. But, alright, I think I had to have choke on. I poured a little gas down the carb, that's why it starts so easy. Alright, try this again. Well, maybe she'll heal herself. Start running good. She sounds good. Alright, well, I had gas dripping out of the bowl, so telling me the carburetor is, or the float's stuck up. So, situate it a little better here. What we're going to drop the bowl. What I'm going to do to make that easier, take this bolt off, and then your air filter part comes off. I'll screw that back in so we don't lose it. Alright. Now we'll move this out of the way. We'll loosen it, move this out of the way. I guess I gotta go find me the right size wrenches for stuff, huh? Alright. I'm gonna try and keep this in shot. Alright, got that out of the way. This is a 5/8 that holds this bottom on. You have to take the screw out. Try and take note of where yours was set at. Mine was 2.5 turns. But there's still a little bit of gas up in there. Let's go ahead and loosen that. Alright, that was not ideal, huh? At least it was getting gas in it. It just wasn't shutting off was the problem. I would take the carb off, but I don't know about making a new gasket for that right now. I kind of wanted to get this thing going fairly quick, but I may have to. Alright. That comes off. Oh yeah, see, got a little bit of crud in there. Not terrible. I bet if we look at that up there, she's probably stuck. I can't even see it myself. Yeah, she looks like she's, yeah, see, she's stuck. I don't know if you can actually see that. There we go, now you can see it, but that thing moves and she ain't, now she's starting to go. I'll take this pin out real quick. Oh, we got cats fighting across the yard. I have to go take a video of that if I can find them. Probably get more views than this, to be honest. Oh. Yeah. Hold on. Gotta get a pair of pliers. Alright, so now that that's out, kind of look up in there. I haven't seen it up in there yet. I don't know if you can. It's hard to do this. Like that. Okay. But, yeah, she got a little crustiness going on with her. Take an air hose and blow out all the little holes in there. Take that little valve out, needle out, and blow through there. But always be careful, because almost lost this little guy when I took that pin out. That fell, and then this decided to come loose on me. So Clean that up a little bit, clean up the hole. Alright, so that was our problem. Hopefully that was the only problem. Alright, and I got it cleaned up. There is a jet up in here, a flat, it's one hole that goes all the way up, and you can see it through if you run a wire through it, you can see where it comes out up here. That's why I ended up doing it. It was a little plugged up, but you can remove it. I'm not sure if there are little ports in there or not, but looking at how the threads are down here and the fact that that one's already been the head's already pretty messed up, I'm guessing it's either been taken out at one time or Grandpa decided don't mess with it anymore. It's it's not going to come out, so it's one or the other. So alright, I'm going to put the bowl back on and this little valve here, little adjuster, and we'll see if she starts. Alright, got just a little bit of a fuel leak I need to sort out, but nothing's coming out of the bowl, it looks like. So let's see what happens here. Got a little puttage. There's my choke on. No? Okay, good. Well, to start, also doesn't help I don't have any of the settings tuned in. Play with this off camera some. Alright, try this now. Well, we have a runner. I hope that was recording. Yeah. Alright, she runs. Definitely need to take that cover off. There's definitely a nest in there or something blowing out, but she seems to run on her own now. Alright, now I just got a few little things I need to do to it. What was wrong was my fuel line wasn't elevated right and it wasn't getting fuel into the bowl. So that'll stop it from running. Alright. There she is running. That's just what I wanted. All the way down and kill it. Alright, well, that'll work. I ended up drilling out I snapped 2 bolts off. I ended up drilling out 2 new ones, and I didn't get any video of that. That was just a pain in itself. I got an oil leak up here somewhere. I'm not sure what's going on with that. But I'm in debate on taking this engine and putting it on that one. We're trying to get that one going too. This one's got the safety stuff, the flapper up under it, and guard here, and this grass thing, and the blade's actually kind of underneath it. I don't know if you can see that right there. The blade's right there. So, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know how bad this is. It's been sitting for a while. I think it's been sitting outside. That one's been under a carport, and even when Grandpa had it, it was under a carport or in a shed. So, alright. I think that'll do it for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.